Hello vinyl community, this is Randy. Back today with another video. I'm going to show you some records that I have picked up during the month of May 2025. I went to the Sundazed website because I was particularly looking for one record on there, which I found, but then I was browsing that website and I saw that they had some deals on there. It's hard to remember exactly what it was now. It seems like it was build your own bundle or something like that. You could pick 3 records out of the ones, out of ones that they had listed there. I think that's what it was. So I did get 3 records, and I also got a CD. So I'm going to show you the CD first. It's called If You're Ready, The Best of Dunwich Records. The Best of Dunwich Records, Volume 2. So Dunwich Records is a record label that was based in Chicago, and I guess the Shadows of Night maybe the best known band on that record, or possibly one of my favorite bands, H.P. Lovecraft. So those 2 bands are on here. Some others that are so this is Volume 2. I didn't get Volume 1. I just saw this on the website and ordered it. So other bands I've heard of on here were Saturday's Children and The American Breed. The American Breed, it seems like they had a hit. I should look to see what that was. But the one song that's on here I don't think is the hit. Yeah, I don't think so. There's a song by H.P. Lovecraft on here, except it's not really a whole song. It's about 20 seconds. It's a commercial for band deodorant. Really weird. Really strange. I guess these bands in the 60s, I guess their management, hooked them up with that. I have no idea. Came with this booklet, though, which is really cool because it tells the story of Dunwich Records. And has this warning here at the beginning: if you're not hip, don't read this. But I feel like I passed that test, and just really has a sort of a short history of each band here. So really very cool compilation. Glad to get that one. Very cool looking poster there. Shadows of Night. 7-inch on the back. Here's what the CD looks like. So, yeah, Dunwich Records, Volume 2. How'd I get that one? The record that I was looking for on there was this one, Orient Express. I saw someone show this online recently. I just watched so many videos, I can't remember exactly who it was. But it sounded good, and so I think whoever it was showing, I think may have been showing the Sundays, or else they mentioned that Sundays had reissued it. So I knew to go there and look for it. That's why I saw that deal. So I did get this one, and the Orient Express. So this is a really interesting band. These are 3 guys from Europe who came to the United States after they met each other and started playing in Europe, and moved to New York to the East Village and started playing there, and they got noticed and got signed to Mainstream Records. Mainstream Records. So, yeah, one of the guys was from France. One of them was from Iran. And the other one is from, they met him in Paris. He's a Belgian guy from Belgium. So 3 Europeans. And this record is really interesting. It's a great cover, too. Really good record. It's some of it is very Eastern sounding, and it is not sung in English. I'm not sure what the language is. And other parts of it are sung in English, and it just almost sounds like it's just a regular, average American rock band. So it's very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and switch records here, and we'll hear the first side of this while I'm showing the rest of these records. It's an interesting. The guys play electric oud, OUD, which it tells me here is a type of guitar, an Arabic guitar. So there's also electric melodica, some different percussion. The guy from Belgium, it says he's a guitarist, but he plays an electric minitar. I'm just not sure what those instruments are. But we're going to go ahead and hear side one of this while I'm showing the rest of these records. So I'll just pause for a second. Well, I forgot that the reason I it didn't start up playing the record was I wanted to show it. First, it was really cool. Blue splattered vinyl on Mainstream Records. Mainstream, very cool looking label too. I think I only had one other Mainstream record before this, which was Big Brother and the Holding Company record. So yeah, I'm gonna switch music now. So that's the way it starts out, very string sounding. But it changes a lot. Like I say, some of it sounds just almost like straight ahead rock and roll. So it's very cool, very psychedelic sounding, very good record. I've been enjoying this one. Here's the track. We started with side one, so we're hearing Fruit of the Desert right now. There's the track listing. Orient Express. So I ordered those records from Sundays, and I got a couple others. Nucleus. This is another band on Mainstream Records. Here's what they look like. This is a band that's from Toronto. Toronto, Canada. Formed in 1967. They recorded this record in 1968. This record is, they have two keyboard players. So Greg Fitzpatrick is the guy who wrote all the songs. He plays bass, piano, and vocals. They have a drummer, Vinnie Taylor. Bob Home on organ. Huey Leggett on bass and vocals. So Greg Fitzpatrick is bass, piano, and vocals. Huey Leggett is bass and vocals. I think that must mean that Greg Fitzpatrick probably mostly plays piano. And then John Screamin' Jr. Richardson is lead guitar. So Bob Home, the organist, is really a main player on this. A lot of organ-oriented songs, kind of like Vanilla Fudge or maybe Steppenwolf or Iron Butterfly. Not quite as heavy as those bands, though. Very psychedelic sounding, though. Very cool. Jenny Wake Up. Very long song to start out with. Communication is a very long song to end the album with. And a lot of, like I say, a lot of cool organ work on there, but guitar playing too. John Screamin' Jr. Richardson on lead guitar. Plays some outrageous leads on that song, Communication. This record's been very good. I've been glad to get this one too. So, Nucleus is the name of this band. This record is also on colored vinyl. Which is this pink color. So you can hear this guy singing now. Normally I would say that this is not really the, of course he quit singing right when I tell you that. This is not really the type of music I normally listen to, but the whole album is not like this. Some of it's sung in English, so, and it's kind of interesting, I guess, to hear it for, one song or kind of mixed in the whole album. So yeah, Nucleus. And the last record, here it is. Maybe he's singing in French. Dansez pour moi? Maybe it's French. I got this Penny Arkade record. This is a very interesting record. This was one that was not released in '68 when it was recorded. It was not released until 2004 when Sundays released it. And this is a band that was in Southern California. They have sort of that Southern California sound, sort of a country rock sound, a folk rock sound. This is a 2-record set. So they recorded the whole album and had it all ready to go. And I guess no record label picked it up. I guess they were financed by Mike Nesmith from the Monkees. He was their manager. He met the 2 guys who play guitar and were the 2 lead singers and wrote the songs. They were playing as an acoustic duo. They had actually been in a TV pilot. They were going to have a TV show set in the East Village as folk singers. I guess that pilot got made, but didn't get picked up. But they decided to carry on together singing, and then Mike Nesmith saw him singing, and I guess decided to manage him, and they put together the whole band, and he was the one who gave him the name of Penny Arkade. When Sundays put this record out, I guess one of the guys in the band found an old tape of some demos. So there's some early versions of the songs on this green vinyl record. This is a 2-record set. And some of it sounds sort of country rock, sort of folk rockish. Some of it is psychedelic. So I posted a video a couple of days ago, a week or 2 ago, of Color Fantasy, which is probably the most psychedelic sounding song on the record. There's also a song on here called Not to Freeze, which is like 12 minutes long, and sort of a story type song. Several songs combined into a suite of songs. There's an early version of it called The Freeze, which was, I guess, 2 or 3 songs that they had combined together. Then they added some more of it and called it Not the Freeze. So here's the track listing. Cool cover. Good artwork, I like that. And this tells the whole story of the band, so it's a good record. I like it. I think it sounds good. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't have been picked up, but for some reason, no record label picked it up back then. So we get to it now. I got this Kenny Burrell record. Kenny Burrell with Art Blakey. On View at the 5-Spot Cafe. It's recorded in 1961 at the 5-Spot. Was it 1961? 1959. Recorded on August 25th, 1959 at the 5-Spot Cafe. So this is Kenny playing guitar. Bobby Timmons on piano. Roland Hanna on piano too, so I guess for some reason they switched pianos at some point during the night. Ben Tucker on bass and Art Blakey on drums. This record was originally released in 1959, I think. It's just a single record. But now Blue Note has expanded it and is releasing the whole entire evenings. This is kind of like that Sonny Rollins at the Village Vanguard was originally released as 1 record. Blue Note went back and released it as a 3-record set, and they used the original cover, then just put a different color on there. So green, blue, and red. We get another picture of Kenny there. Beautiful Gibson guitar. So they're doing, basically I think this would be sort of a standard jazz set for the late 50s. They do Burke's Works, Hallelujah, Lady Be Good, Lover Man, Swingin', If You Could See Me Now. I think those are also like jazz standards. Kenny Burrell, just fantastic guitar work. So if you like Kenny, you would probably like this record. Came with this book, which is really cool. And I tell you, the coolest thing about this record is, I think, this book, because it has sort of the history, basically the whole history of the 5-Spot. There's a picture of the 5-Spot Cafe, which I've heard about a lot. And I always figured it was a small place. Well, this tells me 75 people. 75 people was its maximum capacity. So, can you imagine? I'm just trying to figure out how they would do that. I figure Kenny Burrell probably played 4 or 5 sets a night, probably from 10 o'clock, probably from 10 p.m. till about 4 a.m. 6 hours, probably 4 or 5 sets. I wonder if they cleared the whole place out and let in 75 more people. Let them see a set. Because, even if they did that and there were 4 sets, that's still only 300 people, which, would they have even charged $5 for cover back then in 1960? I think $5 would have probably been sort of the limit. So we're talking about, what's $1,500? Which I guess $1,500 was a lot of money in 1960, but either way, it's just interesting. I think I was wondering about the finances of that, how they were able to pay all these people to play there. The 5 spot. Got this other Blue Note record, Lou Donaldson, alto sax player Lou Donaldson. Here it is, 1961 for this one. On this one, there's no bass player. Grant Green plays guitar. Babyface Willett plays organ, and then he uses the foot pedals on the organ for bass. Dave Bailey on drums. Basically a hard bop session. I think Lou Donaldson maybe sort of leans more towards the soul jazz type thing, but this is 1961, so I think they're pretty much in the hard bop idiom here. Starts out with a fantastic version of A Foggy Day. Foggy Day in London Town. They also do Cool Blues, a Charlie Parker song. I have not been able to figure out, this is Lou Donaldson here. I'm just not sure who this person is. I assume he is one of the band members, but maybe he's somebody who works there. It looks like Lewis showed him a ticket or something, so they really don't explain who it is here in the notes. There's Lou, and I think that's Alfred. Yeah, Alfred Lyon from Blue Note Records, and there's the rest of the band members. Here it is, Lou Donaldson. This one came with this cool print. I should maybe think about getting these framed, but I'm just not sure where I would put them. A cool picture of Lou Donaldson during the recording session. So that's it. Those are the records I've picked up, records in one CD. So, it's been a really good month of May so far. So, let me know what you think about these records. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for watching.